Join our hosts as they take a closer look at the Sea Born LX24, a mid-size center console built for family fun and fishing. The Sea Born LX24 has an overall length of 23 feet 9 inches, a beam of 8 feet 6 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 300. Geared toward versatility and economy, she has a draft of 14 inches, a dead rise of 17 degrees, a weight of 2,600 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 94 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts.
All right, guys, today we're on the LX24 from Sea Born. Great starter boat for a family who wants to get on the water and do a little bit of everything.
Well, Lori, not only are there more people inside the family getting on the boat than there's ever been, but boats are asked to do more than one thing. A boat's not as specific anymore, and that's why they build hybrids like this, and this one is laid out really sharp.
You know, we've seen the LX24 before, guys, but one of the things that really I admire about Sea Born is they offer this boat, and actually all their boats, in several different trim packages. The one we're on today is a LE, which is a luxury edition. It's got a lot of nice, stylish kind of upgrades to some of the boats, and they've also got a couple of other new surprises for 2020 up their sleeve. I'm really looking forward to having a look at it.
All right, guys, we have a long day ahead of us. What do you say? Let's get started.
We've seen previous versions of the Sea Born LX24 on Best Boat before, and one of the reasons for that is this boat comes in so many different configurations. Now, the dimensions on the LX24 is 24 feet long by 8.5 feet wide, but this boat honestly is a boat that feels a lot wider. And the reason for that, I think it feels a lot wider because the boat has a lot of inherent stability. I'm sure part of the reason for this stability is due to the fact this boat has got 18 degrees of dead rise. Now, 18 degrees of dead rise isn't a super deep V, but despite that fact, this boat really handles the chop well. Now, the boat only draws 14 inches of water, and it's a very capable boat in the backwater fishing. You know, more specifically fishing around docks, seawalls, in the mangroves, and that kind of environment, it really shines.
This boat does a lot of things well. It's got 360 degrees of fishability, and it's got so many features that make the day easier for you. She's got bow seating, but it's recessed to the point to where it's out of the way. You don't really see it. I could fish around it, I could gaff a fish around it without it impeding your ability to do either one. Great job on the forward seating.
Looking at the transom today, same as the bow. You can set it up two different ways. If you're fishing, all you got to do is remove those cushions and you have a platform for fishing. Now, put those cushions back on and now you've got your bench style seating for family and friends.
One of the biggest questions any center console boat has to ask is where is your live well and how much will it hold? Sea Born nixed that question. They put one in the transom and one in the forward seating. Works out perfect for guys that want to fish from both ends of the boat at once.
Now, for me personally, as a guide who does most of my own maintenance on my boat, I appreciate the fact that Sea Born takes this into consideration, and they've made systems access on this and all of their boats for that matter super easy. Now, it starts in the cockpit with bilge access is really one of my pet peeves. If I can't get into a bilge to work on a bilge pump when I need to in a hurry, it really is just, it doesn't make any sense to have it like that. While Sea Born provides a huge access underneath the bench seat across the transom that's going to make it super simple to get in there and work. In addition to this, working on your electrical system, your batteries are very accessible underneath the helm station. Battery switching is located on the outside of the helm station, and any of your systems that are involved behind the helm panel, your electronics and all the switching for your electronics is super accessible as well through the console on the inside.
I'm a big fan of coaming bolsters, and I'm a big fan of the gunnel height being in the right place. Here's what I mean by that. You want to be able to lean up against it while you're fighting a big fish and not feel like you can't reach the water, while at the same time not feel like you're going to fall overboard. LX24 nailed that. They've got the gunnel height at a perfect height for me or somebody taller.
This is a very reasonably priced boat. Now, you think about for what you're getting in a 24-foot center console that's an offshore capable boat and inshore, it's really something that's attainable for the working guy, and you're not settling for less boat than you really would like to have.
I never want them to do away with this 24LX hull. Why? First off, that's a sweet spot size-wise. Secondly, they've got the bow flare just right. She can handle a chop and keep you dry and very, very comfortable running in rougher water, and she doesn't draft too much when you get up in shallow. The Sea Born LX24 has earned its place in the boating market. It needs to stay there right where it is.
this boat hit all the check marks for me today. I had everything we needed for a successful day, and it was fun.
Well, what you got to think about, Lori, too, is this is a hybrid boat. This is the kind of boat you can do so many things in.
You bring up a good point, Rick. You know, this is a boat that we've had offshore in previous episodes, and I've really enjoyed that aspect of the boat. But what I really appreciated today was that it's really windy and a rough day and kind of choppy on the inside, and we were able to be much more comfortable even on the inside on the boat, having the ability to move around easily and not really being trapped on a little skiff. I mean, it really made a big difference at the end of the day and how I feel right now.
This was a sweet one. I'm really glad to have got to ride on it.